Hello?
You
We're done
banned.
with that Overwatch.
Did you guys win that game?
No, we lost because you fucking AFK'd and left twice.
It was an emergency.
What food you get?
I am really out of shape. What food did I get?
Falafel.
I ran down. Oh, the guy fucking calls and he's like, "Hey, I can't get in." I tell him step-by-step instructions on how to get in the building. He then calls me back and says, "No, I really can't get in. You'll have to come down and get it." So I run downstairs and he's in the lobby. He's just sat inside the lobby and he gives me my food. What the fuck?
Was he eating your food?
And then I ran back up as quickly as I possibly could, and you guys still didn't win the game.
5v6.
God, I got actually trolled by my delivery person. And, by the way, I'd just like to mention, what a scrawny portion. I don't know whether you can tell, but there's like 5 chips in there. I mean, I would be mad, except that was just fucking insane. Why did I not expect the circle-shaped things to roll? Holy fuck. There's just lettuce and tomato all in my keyboard. Sorry, I'm fucking dying. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, Christ. Oh, fuck me. I've got to, how do I get lettuce and tomato out of my keyboard? Oh, what a fucking weird thing to have stuck in your... I don't want to say that I have a habit of doing that, because I don't have a habit of showing a camera food and dropping it on the floor. No, I don't do that. But there have been far too many occasions where I've just thrown food on the floor. And there's 2 very notable ones. The first one was I apart from the instance I was talking to you guys earlier about, where a girl came up to me in the playground and asked me to try and lick her tongue. Other than that, I kept to myself for the majority of my youth. And so I had my first serious girlfriend when I was like 17, 16, I think I was. No, maybe she was 16 when I was 17, I can't remember. Something like that, anyway. Yeah, I was 16. And when she lived, like 45 minutes away, I want to say. And she came down to meet my parents and come around to my house and like have dinner and whatever. I don't know, a couple of months in. And my sister wanted to surprise her and like ingratiate herself with my girlfriend, my ex, with this delightful, what would you even call it? A no-bake chocolate cheesecake, essentially. You guys know the type? It's not the ones that you put in the oven and actually bake. It's the kind of gooier ones that are just made essentially with chocolate and cream and stuff like that, and they have a biscuit kind of bottom. Delightful. You put them in the fridge, they kind of cool over. Yeah, it's a bit like mousse. They're beautiful. She asked me to take it out of the fridge. I take it out of the fridge. I'm walking over, and I tripped or something, and I just fucking threw it on the floor. I didn't just drop it. I fucking tried to catch it on the way down, and I like palmed it into the floor, like whoomph into the floor, and only half of it fell out because it hadn't frozen over, but it had gotten solid enough, and so half of it hit the floor and kind of went kabloomf and kind of flopped out of the little cake tray that it was in and fell on the floor. And I was like, Dad, come in here, please. And so he came in and he was like, oh, don't worry about it. It'll probably still be fine. Because he knew that my sister was like, this would ruin her. She'd been working on it all day. It would be ruinous in order for us to just cancel the entire thing because I dropped it on the floor. So we spooned it back in, and we kind of put the back of the spoon over the top, and we were like, probably be fine, won't it? It'll probably be fine. And so we walk in. Bear in mind, me and this girl have only been together a few months. And she's never met my family before. And I'm like, oh, this is what my sister made. It's lovely. Oh, yeah. And me and my dad are looking at each other like. So, anyway, I get out the knife, cut a slice, serve it up. And I'm like, at this point, we come clean, okay? We're like, all right, we may have dropped it a little bit. So, you know, there's just one portion of it was, it hit the floor, but nothing really happened to it. It's perfectly fine. And so my girlfriend's looking at it, my ex is looking at it with a bit of trepidation, I would say. She's looking at it, she's thinking, do I really want this? Do I really want this? My sister cuts into it, the one who made it, and her portion is just full of hair and fluff. She cuts into it and opens it up, and it is just full of hair and fluff. Just fucking chock full of it. And she picks one hair out of it, and the chocolate all just sticks to the hair, and she just kind of waves it around a bit. And she's like, I can't eat this! What the hell is this? I can't eat this! I am dying. I am mortified. Because not only is this now... This is now like... I've served something horrible. I've fucked up. Everything's gone wrong. But also, I tried to save it. And so by saving it, I've implied that I am fine eating hairy food off the fucking floor as well. It was a disaster. Come and join us? Okay. Yeah, I'll come and join you guys. The second time... She did not break up with me on the spot. She waited until my birthday a couple of years later and broke my little heart. The second time that I threw food on the floor was... It was a big Sunday dinner. My grandparents were over. Everyone was sat around the table. I think my cousin was over as well.
Wait, is it doing that thing again?
And
Yeah.
right, let me
It did so. It's
okay. Everyone's over. My cousin's over. My grandparents are over. And my dad looks at me, and he says, "Son," and I'm like, "Yes, Dad." He says, "Son, I think you're ready to carve the meat." And I'm like, "Wow, I've never been allowed this honor before. I'm allowed to take the knife to the chicken and carve it and serve it for everybody.
Now
What an
arriving at
honor!"
Young Tower.
I take the knife. Sorry, I take the fork and I take the knife, but I've positioned it precariously on the edge of the counter. So as I plunge the fork in and put the knife on, I put my body weight on the chicken and it just flips off the counter towards me. Fucking front flips this chicken. As soon as I stab into it, my dad's looking at me and he's just like, "What the hell have you done? I gave you one responsibility. And immediately, you have thrown the entire dinner onto the floor." So what does he do? The absolute legend that he is. He picks it up, we run it under the tap, and we serve it to the rest of the family, and we never tell them. And as far as I'm aware, I'm not sure they even know that they ate the chicken off the floor.
4,
not a fucking
3,
clue. I don't think they knew shit.
Round 1.